Welcome back to Broken Spur Creations. We're in the shop today. I haven't posted a video in quite a while. I apologize. We've got a bunch of new clients, bunch of new business, bunch of new projects, and I'm a one-man show. It's just been busy. But I wanted to talk to y'all today about the new beast we have in this shop. Now, because we've gotten a lot busier and we picked up multiple clients, I'm doing multiple things. I needed a machine that would cut a lot faster than the 20 watts that I had. I reached out to Longer. Everybody knows that I've been using Longer for the last couple years. I've been happy with them. I got 4 Longer lasers. I've got extension kits, and I've just been impressed with them, and I've done a lot of stuff with them. But it was time for me to move up. Now, I reached out to Longer first and asked them, hey, do you have another laser that, you know, has more power, that I could do things faster with, that has a bigger bed? Unfortunately, they did not. But after doing a bunch of research, talking to a lot of makers around the country and seeing, you know, videos and everything like that, I was kind of facing towards Atom Stack and kind of leaning towards Atom Stack. And Atom Stack has another company called Ikier, and Ikier is their premier company of Atom Stack, and they have this new machine out. It's called a K70 Max 360 watt machine. It boasts a 850 millimeter by 800 millimeter working bed. It's a large bed. I needed something large to do the projects that I have coming up, the projects that I've been trying to do on my other beds. This machine, it's built like a tank. It's actually built just like my CNC machine. It's got a really solid, rigid aluminum frame. The belts are actually up inside the frame. It rides on these rails. It does have eccentric nuts and everything like that. The gantry, it's just solid, beefy, and it seems like it will last a while. And for the money, it needs to last a while. One of the other things that I was really impressed with this machine is it's got the autofocus. Now, I've never had autofocus. I've always used a focusing block or a kickstand like on some of my other machines. And so I was really impressed with that, really wanted to try that out. Unfortunately, I did have a couple hiccups with this machine. The machine came in last Friday. I built it Monday and Tuesday. Today's Sunday. So I built it Monday and Tuesday. I spent all day Tuesday trying to get it hooked up to Lightburn. Finally, you know, after talking to everybody everywhere, I reached out to the company and I said, hey, this thing is not hooking up to Lightburn. What's going on? It was real simple. I had to change the baud rate, BAUD rate, on the device settings in Lightburn. All my other machines use a 115,000 baud rate. I don't even know what baud rate is, to be quite honest. But this machine uses a 460 800. So as soon as I switched it in there, everything came to life. And I was tickled to death. I got to move the machine from the laptop. It was running and moving and everything. But my indicator light was on, and I was like, what's going on now? So after messing with that for a few hours, I finally found out that it's the Z-axis limit switch. I've never had a Z-axis limit switch on a laser. I do have them on my CNC machines. So I unplugged it, indicator light went out, machine works flawlessly, except for that. Reached out to the company. And I got to give credit to Ikier support. As soon as I sent them an email, well, 12 hours later, they sent me an email back. They're 12 hours ahead of us. They're sleeping. We're working. So I don't usually get the emails back until 8:30, 9 o'clock, or 7:30, 8 o'clock the next night. So, but they were right on it. So they helped me solve the problem with it hooking up to Lightburn. They're sending another limit switch out to me, and I feel confident in the machine after that. I have done some testing with the machine. I've actually done some projects with the machine. I did a nice project for my wife. She wanted a rustic sign to put in one of our rooms. You can check that out on my Facebook page, Broken Spur Creations, Texas. This machine is just, it's phenomenal. The cut rates on this machine, let's see if I can put this out there. Okay, so one pass, this is a card, and it was just one pass on these. Let's see if I can get it out there to you. Okay, so you can check out the speeds on there. One pass, 800 at 87%. One pass, 900, and these are millimeters a minute, 900 millimeters a minute at 100% one pass. And this is 5mm wood. Now this machine will cut, they say it'll cut up to 26 millimeters. I haven't tried it yet. I use 5 and 6mm wood constantly every day for all my creations, all the stuff that I do, all the projects that I do. So I needed something that would work on that. One of the other cool things about this machine is I can switch it, because everybody knows that the higher the wattage, the wider the beam, the less detail you get. This machine, you can switch it down to a 35 watt laser, and it's got incredible detail. I was really blown away with that. The speeds on this are just phenomenal as well, and we could talk about that. 8,000, or else, let's see, 7,900 at, what is this, 62%. It's good. I mean, you could see, maybe you can see the speeds and the power that are going with it at 35 watt on this. And this is a piece of ripped oak veneer and MDF core. I love using this stuff. It cuts real well. It burns real well. So I use a lot of this. So the engrave is just great on that. It does have a touch screen on the front. The touch screen doesn't really do a lot. You can't really move the machine or anything like that. You can do a USB card and put that in there. I don't ever do that. I strictly use Lightburn. It did come with a focusing block. So the focusing block you got for the fixed engrave, and then this is for cutting materials that are 20 millimeters or less, and this is for cutting materials that are 20 millimeters or more. So I'm really excited to try that. I got some ideas in my head we're going to try on that. It did come with its own air compressor. I like using shop air, but this was free, and I didn't have to run a hose all the way out to it. So, well, not free, I paid for it, but we decided to use it. The air compressor, the air pump, you could turn it on and off. Excuse me. You could turn this air pump on and off in Lightburn, which is really neat. So if you're doing an engrave, you can sit there and put your air assist off for the engrave. You want to come back, do the burn. You can come back, and on the next layer, you can have the air pump on. Does it like that too. The frame's a really rigid frame. Let's see, what else can I tell about it? The wires are pretty much all tucked in there. You just had the wires that were coming out. I built a little deal to hold all the wires in, kind of clean it up a little bit. As I can say, so far, I'm really impressed with the machine. You can check out some videos of this machine running on Broken Spur Creations, Texas, my Facebook page. There's some Instagram out there. I did purchase their, I think it's called an H4 bed. It's a different type of laser bed. It almost looks like saw teeth. So it's got saw teeth up like that. I'm still playing around with that. I don't know if I like it or not. I mean, it's solid, it's rigid, it's not sinking or moving like the bigger honeycomb beds did. But I'm still trying to play around with that. And I'll let you know in a future video or on my Facebook how I feel about that. But if you guys are thinking about a machine or you want to upgrade, and I'm not sponsored by these guys or anything like that, I'm just really impressed. Like I said, I just needed something with some more power, and I think it's the Atom Stack now, which is part of the same company. I think they came out with 120 watt water cooled. I think it's called the Glacier, and you can see there's a couple other makers. I think the Clack Shack and Ventura. Those are good guys. I trust them. I talk to them. They're running promos for that machine right now, and it seems that they like that machine too. So, but in a nutshell, guys, that's what's going on here. I hope you like it. I hope you like the content. If you do, just subscribe, like. I'll try to put out some more videos. It's just hard for me to do the editing, do the videos, and try to keep up with my clients. Being a one-man show with a dog, a goat, and a donkey, and all our cows and everything. We got a farm here. So, on that note, I'll leave it at that. Y'all stay creative.